Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Third and 2, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the keeper.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Powers through. And he's brought down.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailing?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Colts 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch time. Tight end right. We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go, Ian. Time go.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
He was brought down at the 7-yard. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
On third down, here's Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run for it with Hines. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Lance and company going on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they took...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got room to run past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, he finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Lance. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles and shutting him off. Now open field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Again, it's Barkley. Room here to run.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
In for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Colts 17. Justin Tucker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good... And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Colts 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Wow. 240 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
42, Colts 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Indy.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Let's see what you got. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
He fights through, and now a crease. And some room to work. The 20.
Get off the field.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Lance now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38.
You gotta feel it, baby.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
56, Colts 17. Justin Tucker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. One final try now for Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.